What if you could go back in time and have a do-over? Knowing what you know now, what would you do differently? Now, we haven't figured out how to time travel yet, but this is our do-over. Join us as we take our second lap around the South Island. It's our most ambitious and epic trip yet. So far, we've packed up our wee little camper van for our family of 5. We've driven the 7-hour journey from Auckland to Wellington. We stayed at a really neat free campsite in Wellington, and we explored some of Wellington's best highlights. Now we're heading to the South Island on the ferry. Our first stop, Abel Tasman. The weather's not the greatest, but we're gonna try to make the most of it.
It's 2 a.m. Getting ready for a 3 a.m. ferry ride. We're a little sleepy. Finally our turn.
The ferry ride to the South Island takes 3.5 hours. The last time we took the ferry, it was super wavy. This time, it was smooth sailing. It was a bit challenging though because we had to go in the middle of the night.
Alright, you ready to explore the South Island? We made it. It's looking cold. Kids are back there sleeping. It's gonna be an interesting day. We're gonna head towards Abel Tasman. We were supposed to swim and play in the water today, but looks like we're just gonna relax and have a good time. How are you hanging in there? The road to Abel Tasman.
We went to Abel Tasman last year and we loved it. It was the very end of our trip, so we didn't have much time to explore. We checked out some beaches and did a little hiking. This year, we've returned to dig a little deeper and see what else Abel Tasman has to offer.
Alright, we made it to Kaiteriteri. It's a cute little town.
This is the jumping river right here.
This is somewhere that we drove by last year that we wanted to stop. It's got these really nice beaches. The weather's not quite ideal for swimming, but hey, the sand looks very inviting to play in.
It was a shame the weather wasn't the greatest for us, but Kaiteriteri really is a beautiful and cute little town. On a sunny day, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is a great place for a swim and a paddle.
Okay, so we spent all morning trying to decide what we were going to do. We debated paddling Kaiteriteri, we debated paddling Abel Tasman, and we debated paddling Split Apple Rock. Split Apple Rock is one, however it's taken us a while to figure out where to launch. We tried to get close to it, but you have to hike down to it and there's no parking close by. So we're gonna paddle from here all the way around that corner out there. So it should be fun. After about an hour of getting wetsuits and sunblocks and pumping up boards and dealing with bee stings and bloody noses, we're finally ready to go paddle.
We're a water family. We love to be on and in the water. When we do paddles like this, we have to be careful. We have to be aware of the tides, the wind, and the currents. We were happy the conditions were okay and the start of our paddle was into the wind. You don't want the wind to push you when you're going out, otherwise you might have trouble getting back in.
Say hey, hey, what's up?
After Hobie climbed on the rocks, Chris decided he wanted to give it a go too. Now, you may be wondering how this rock was formed. According to a Maori legend, two feuding gods were arguing over it and ended up splitting it in half. After Chris checked out the rock, it was Henry's turn.
Yay! Good job, Henry! It's so cold! Brr, 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 brr. Uh-oh, Hobie's in the water. Bye, Daddy!
Taking kids for a paddle isn't the easiest thing to do, but definitely worth it. To make it a success, we had to make sure the kids were comfortable. We spend a lot of time in water, so being in water is very natural for them. It was a bit cold, so we put them in wetsuits. We also had to make sure the conditions were just right. If it was too wavy or windy, they would have felt a bit nervous. They also had to have trust that we can stay safe. Safety is always an ongoing discussion when we're out adventuring.
The lens got a little wet. Are we rolling? Ellie, what happened to you? You fall in?
Whoa? Was that a bat or a bird?
I just saw birds fly up.
What are those?
Those are birds. The Cave of Wonder!
Wow, this is so cool.
Could be slippery, boys. Do you think maybe, oh, the water's warm. It could be one of those sea monsters peeing. It could be peeing.
Ah, look at this cave.
The amount of curiosity and wonder that New Zealand brings out in the kids always amazes me. I just really love it here. New Zealand is such a magical place.
Hey, you guys know this is a penguin beach? Yep.
How do you know?
I walked near the bathroom and there's a sign that says penguins.
Hi, I'm Henry. We are paddling today. How are you? Look at Daddy. Are you look how fast he's paddling.
Into the rocks.
We finished up paddleboarding at Split Apple Rock. It was so much fun. It was a little tough getting there. We were going into the wind and it was some tough paddling, but we made it. We almost thought that the Split Apple Rock was even farther, but we were able to get around a bend and we were able to find it. So we were so excited. we kind of paddled around it and played around it for a little while. Then we went into the beach and explored a little cave and some other little nooks along the beach. So we had a really good time. The boys loved it. The water wasn't too bad. The boys had wetsuits on and they were jumping in and kicking around. So that was a lot of fun. We're back at Kaiteriteri Beach now. We're gonna have some dinner and then we're gonna drive over to the other side of Abel Tasman, maybe hit up something really quick before calling it a night. So yeah, it's so nice here. We were concerned it'd be a little bit cold, but the water isn't too bad, and it's a little cloudy now, but the temperature isn't too bad either. So having a really good time. Great way to start our South Island adventure. Hey, do you guys have anything to say about the day and what we did?
We were on a boat paddling.
Honey, do you have anything else you want to say about paddleboarding?
That we lost the boat. That we lost the paddle.
We did lose a paddle. It fell in the water and it sank like the Titanic. Hallie, do you have anything to say about today?
I lost something else to say. It's cold.
It's cold?
Is the water warm?
It was cold a little bit. And it was hot.
Did you pee in the water? That's how you warm it up. If everybody peed in the water, it would be warmer, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I peed in the pool.
You peed in the pool?
The bee stung me on the nose.
So what'd you do? You sting them back?
Yes.
Oh, we're gonna skip your turn unless you open.
It's okay. His nose is open. We'll go through the Here, open up.
Toby, stand back.
Be gentle. Hey,
So-
that's that green boat that we saw.
Oh yeah.
Look up.
So we don't like having to do too many dishes while we're camping, so we get one pot full, one spoon, everybody gets a bite, we go around in a circle. That's how we do it. And look, it's Mommy's bite.
Mommy, so small bites.
No, that's a really small bite, Daddy. Check out Kaiteriteri Beach. I love this little town. Like, I think it's one of my favorite little towns.
Thank you for watching our South Island adventure. Stay tuned for another great episode from Abel Tasman. We take you on some of our favorite New Zealand hikes, possibly even the best hikes in all of the South Island for kids. We're so excited to share the South Island with you. Subscribe so we can take you on our journey. We have some incredible adventures to come.